Hi, my name is D.K. Smith and I am a graduate student at the University of North Texas. This video has been prepared for first-year medical students who would like to use NCBI Bookshelf to find books and documents in life science and healthcare. What is NCBI Bookshelf? It's a professional database designed by information professionals to be used by medical professionals for creative and scientific inquiry, using peer-reviewed, reliable scientific sources. Every database is different by design because human beings have so many different names for things and so many different ways of searching for what they want. Database designers make choices about the fields that can be searched, the index fields, the names used for subjects, is it auto or automobile or car, the names used for resource types, is it ebook or electronic book or online book? And all the myriad name spellings for authors. Should the full name be used, only initials for the first and middle names? And what about including professional degrees? Using a controlled vocabulary is how a database designer tells you how he or she named things. Another way to look at a controlled vocabulary is that it is the vocabulary used by NCBI Bookshelf to describe what you are looking for. How do you find the controlled vocabulary in NCBI Bookshelf? Use Builder, a selection available under the Advanced Search selection. Let's suppose that you are looking for a book that your professor told you about on cytology. Or maybe cell biology or microbiology is the more modern term to use. And that book had some good stuff on genomics. And the professor knew for sure that the author, or maybe one of the authors' name was Burke, because Burke was a friend of his. But you can't remember Burke's first name because you were going too fast when you were talking to the instructor. So how would you find that book using Builder and NCBI Bookshelf? Here we are at Bookshelf. Just for fun, let's see if we can find the book the Google way. Let's put in cytology and Burke. That ought to find it. No luck. Well, let's try microbiology in Burke. Can't type. Still no luck. Maybe Bookshelf doesn't have this book. But let's don't give up yet. Let's see how Builder and a controlled vocabulary can help us find it. So let's go into the Advanced selection. Here we are at Books Advanced Search Builder, or Builder for short. Now we know the subject of the book was cytology. Let's see if that is a subject name used in Bookshelf. To do that, go to the field selector. Let's pop it down and let's select the field subject. To figure out what subject names are used, let's go over to Show Index List. Click on it, and here is a list of the subject names used in NCBI Bookshelf. We can see right away, because they're in alphabetical order, that cytology is not a subject name used. However, cell biology, which is the newer name for cytology, is. So let's click on it to include it up here in the search line. Now we're also interested in this book having the subject of genomics. So let's go down. Okay, we see that genomics is not a search term used for subjects in NCBI Bookshelf, but genetics is. So let's try it. To get more than one term in the search bar, put your Command key down if you're using a Mac or your Control key if you're using a PC. Now notice we're using the Boolean OR, and we're doing that because we want to find as many books as we can, and that is actually the default of the search bar, so we're going to go ahead and leave it in. However, for the author, to find this author who nobody can remember his first name, we are going to use the Boolean term "and," because we are only interested in books by this particular author. So let's go here to the field. Let's select author. Let's go over here and see if there's a controlled vocabulary for authors. Okay, so they are apparently listing last names. Let's go down and see if we can find Burke. Cursoring down 200 at a time. I think I went too far. Here we are at BER, so let's slow down. There's Burke. So again, holding down the Command key on a Mac, Control key on a PC, let's grab them all. You can see they're getting added in with the default OR, and we want that because we don't know if we're looking for a book by Burke A or Burke S or Burke SL. Okay, I think we have all the search terms in our search lines. Let's do a search and see if we come up with a book. Wow, there it is. Now to see if it's the book that you want, let's click on the title. And by reading an excerpt, you can tell that this book is definitely discussing two gathering forces that will reshape molecular cell biology: genomics and proteomics. Now this book is not available for browsing in Bookshelf, but you can either obtain it through clicking on the publisher name and ordering it, or you could get the information here in the abstract, the ISBN number, authors, title, and go look for it in your local library. Well, thank you for your time. I hope this helped you understand more about better searching, and happy searching.